All right. Well, hello, AP Stats. Hope you guys are doing well. If you did not get a chance, Mrs. Murray sent out an email on Friday that kind of updated you on a lot of information regarding the AP exam, as far as dates go, as far as if you want to apply for a cancellation, if you don't want to take it anymore. All of those details should be in an email from her. If you do have any questions, though, I'd be more than happy to help you with those. So, what I would like to do is kind of discuss the direct implications for our class, in particular our exam, as well as what I'm going to be doing on Schoology over this next kind of month and a half or so to hopefully help you get ready to get that 3, 4, or 5 on the exam. So, the first thing I wanted to share with you guys is on our Schoology page, I've now posted an AP Exam Info 2020. If you click on that, I've created this document based on what AP had sent out that is going to hopefully help you with kind of understanding a lot of the basic information about the exam. So I'll just kind of take you through that real quick here. So the first thing, the date for the exam is now going to be on May 22nd. It's going to be at 1 o'clock Central Time. The timing, you're going to have 25 minutes to read and respond to the first question, and then 5 minutes to upload your response. So that's where you're taking a picture, you're scanning it in, however you choose to do that. After you upload the response to question 1, you'll then have 15 minutes to answer question 2, with an additional 5 minutes to upload that response. So you're looking at about a total of 50 minutes in order to take the exam. So those questions are going to be weighted a little bit differently. Question 1 has a longer amount of time, so I'm going to guess that it's going to be a little bit more to it. That's also why they're going to say that it's worth 55% of the exam, so a little bit more than half. Whereas question 2 only takes 15 minutes, 45% of the exam as far as weight goes. Both of those are going to be free response questions. There will not be any multiple choice questions on this year's test. So our focus and our practice is going to be on free response questions. Those are going to be the types of questions that I open up on AP Classroom for you, which we'll talk about a little bit later, as well as the types of questions that I will post to you so that you can practice those through Schoology as well. As far as what could be possibly on those, it can be anything from units 1 through 7. So 2 or more of the following: exploring data, sampling and experimentation, probability and simulations, and then inference. So those are the 4 topics which cover the units 1 through 7. Again, the 2 units that are not on the exam this year: Unit 8, which is inference for categorical data, so that's all of the chi-squared stuff, and then Unit 9, which we didn't get to, was the inference for linear regression. Okay. And again, we kind of talked about a lot of all that other stuff. Your formula sheet. This is an important thing to keep in mind. You will still get to use your formula sheet, but you need to have it in advance. So make sure that if you've got the one that I gave to you, I'm not 100% sure they'll let you use it because it does look slightly different. It's a little bit outdated, and I'd hate for you to get in trouble for using what's a perfectly fine formula sheet, but that they don't think is okay. So make sure, click on this link that's in the document here. Make sure you use their formula sheet, so find a way to print that however you can, and that'll be what you can use on the AP exam this year. It says that they're going to be designed so that all the calculators can be done with just pencil and paper. In other words, you don't need a calculator. However, I will say it's going to be much easier if you do have a graphing calculator to use that on the exam. And that's still something they're allowing you to do. Just want to point that out. If you do need to take the test at a later time, so for whatever reason May 22nd does not work, the makeup test date is all the way out in June 5th at 3 p.m. All right, so that's all I had for AP exam info that I posted for you. I did post a couple other things I want to show to you. One is this AP Classroom login. If you click on that, it'll probably say that it refused to connect. Just click on this open link button up in the top right corner. It should take you to the login screen for the AP exam. Now, since I'm already logged in, it'll already show me up there. And then you should be able to see your 2 tasks within that AP Classroom. And if you have any questions on how to get there, let me know, and I can hopefully answer that for you tomorrow. In addition to that, I've got week 1 AP review posted. I don't have anything in there just yet. It'll go live at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So it'll give you the assignments for free response question, progress check number 1, and then the unit 2 progress check. Those are the 2 units that we're going to focus on reviewing. In addition to that, I also have a Describing Data AP review, which is a handful of questions that I've selected from previous years for you to practice and kind of work through. I'll be uploading a key to that later on this week. So really that means that I've got 3 things for you to work on this week. There are no more notes to be taking, no more homework assignments necessarily to be taking. We are in full-blown AP review mode. I'll post a new AP review folder each week. That way you can keep those separate and then have access to all of those assignments in there as well as review resources as we go from week to week. That being said, guys, have a good week this week. We are off on Friday. At least you're off on Friday because we have professional development for teachers. So be working on everything Monday through Thursday this week. And then I will talk to you again next week.